In the final months of his presidency, Donald Trump pardoned that guy, Roger Stone. Now, what he pardoned him for was Roger Stone's involvement in covering up everything that happened around the 2016 election. Roger Stone lied to investigators, he intimidated witnesses, he broke the law in multiple intentional ways, and there shouldn't be any consequences for what Republicans do, so Donald Trump pardoned him. But there was actually a second set of pardons, and a second topic that Roger Stone wanted to be preemptively pardoned for. That was anything that might come about as a result of what Roger Stone was doing leading up to and during January 6th. And that actually did not happen. At the same time though, he was being followed by a documentary crew, so we got to find out what he was thinking, what he was saying when he apparently found out that that second pardon was not going to be coming. Take a look.
Jared Kushner has an IQ of 70. He's coming to Miami. We will eject him from Miami very quickly. He'll be leaving very quickly. He has 100 security guards. I'll have 5,000 security guards. You want to fight? Let's fight. You and your abortionist daughter.
Okay, we're gonna return to the last word in that because it's actually fairly crucial, but that was the little bit that remains of the husk of Roger Stone freaking out, threatening to, I guess, kill Jared Kushner and all of the people that surround him. He was just talking about getting some sort of personal army to attack Jared Kushner. Now, of course, importantly, it wasn't Jared Kushner's call on whether he'd get the pardon, it's Donald Trump's call. And Donald Trump did actually seem to be on Roger Stone's mind in a way that you noticed.
Yeah, so I don't know why we bleeped it out there. We don't have to bleep out that word. About Ivanka, he said, abortionist bitch daughter, okay? Wait, daughter? I thought we were talking about Jared Kushner, in which case it would be abortionist bitch wife, right? But notice he said daughter. So now he's making a reference to Trump. Now remember, he's asking Trump for the pardon. Kushner's in charge of the process, but at the end of the day, especially for guys like Roger Stone, that big and that close to Trump, Trump makes the decision. So he's kind of furious at Kushner and Trump. So he's talking about, I'll get Kushner, right? But is he also talking about getting Trump? I mean, who else is going down to Florida? Kushner lives in New York. Trump lives down in Florida, right? And so what's interesting is that Roger Stone on a couple of occasions has like pinged or pushed Trump, but Trump has never pushed him back.
That is weird.
That's the one guy he's never ever bullied, right? So that is curious. And look at him threatening Trump's family. If Trump cares about anyone in the world, and it's not clear that he does, it would be Ivanka, right? And he's calling her your abortionist bitch daughter. And not a peep out of Trump. I mean, you saw earlier in the show, we showed you his Truth Social account. He's got like 200 messages an hour that he's tweeting out there, right? But nothing about Roger Stone calling your beloved Ivanka a bitch? Oh my God. Donald Trump's a little bit like Ted Cruz. Remember when Trump called Cruz's wife ugly and then Cruz was like, okay, sir, of course, sir. Now Roger Stone calls Donald Trump's daughter a bitch. And Trump's like, okay, sir, thank you, sir. May I have another, sir?
Yeah.
Oh, whatever Roger Stone has on Donald Trump, it is thermonuclear.
Yeah, and look, obviously, I don't know that Trump is necessarily watching this, but like this is a moment where you get to decide, are you going to kind of be the alpha they pretend that you are? Are you gonna be weak as hell? I mean, I'm not gonna be specific, no spoilers or anything, but recently in House of the Dragon, a king who's generally thought of as fairly weak, when someone called his daughter a name, he was ready to knife that person. But you don't have a problem with him calling her not only a bitch, but also weirdly bringing up her position on abortion, which also says so much about Roger Stone. Why was that the thing that you thought of?
And wait, John, there's a second thing about there's just 3 words there, but they're all rich, okay? Abortionist doesn't necessarily mean someone who supports abortion. It more accurately means someone who had an abortion. She's not abortion supporting, she's an abortionist.
That's true.
Okay, so I don't
weird.
know. I don't know that. I'm not the one who said it.
How
Roger
would he
Stone,
know?
very close to Donald Trump, said, well, what else does he know? Remember, Roger Stone has some sort of weirdo mind lock on all these idiots, right? And I call them idiots all the time, except there's a couple of people I never call idiots. Tucker Carlson, Roger Stone, and a couple others, right? Because they're not idiots. So Roger Stone somehow does this Jedi mind lock on him. Remember Alex Jones? We found out through the trial. In fact, we found out on this show when the lawyer that was against him told Anna the story. Texted a naked picture of his own wife to the biggest hatchet man in American political history, Roger Stone. Why would you do that? Are you insane? But yet he did it. So what has Trump told Roger Stone? What has Trump texted Roger Stone? That Roger Stone feels perfectly comfortable on camera, just like dismissively slapping around not just Kushner and Ivanka, but Donald Trump.
Yeah.
I guess we know who the real alpha is. Now that's a fact. So if Trump doesn't say anything about it, you know he's a beta.
Jesus. Anyway, that's just the latest in several of the videos coming from this documentary crew that we've shown you. Stone is now threatened to file a $25 million lawsuit against the filmmakers of that. The right wing loves suing people, but 10 times as much they love threatening to sue people and then not actually doing it. Remember Herschel Walker was going to sue, I guess, like The Woman or the Daily Beast about the abortion thing, but then oddly enough decided not to do it. It's weird how that always works out. But anyway, he doesn't like his actual words that he was super thrilled to say on camera at the time coming out now, considering how bad it makes him look.
Yeah, I want to say two more things about the pardon because it is two more. Like, think about how interesting this is. Roger Stone says to Jared Kushner and Donald Trump, "Oh, you didn't give me a pardon for my crimes? Well, you better not come down to Miami. I might kill you." Not really the best way to ask for a pardon, okay? Not the best way to convince people that you're not a criminal, but of course they're all criminals. They all know already that they're criminals.
Yep.
The question is who's handing out get out of jail free cards, right? Okay, and then the second part of it is, look at how worried he was that they were gonna convict him and send him to prison over what he did on January 6th in organizing a coup against America. He was really, really worried.
Yeah, freaked out.
And I might have to withdraw my earlier statement that he's one of the few non-idiots. You thought the Democrats were gonna hold you accountable? It's been 2 years, they finally subpoenaed Donald Trump, right? Like they barely got to it. I haven't even heard a word about Roger Stone, right? You thought these feckless loser Democrats were gonna hold any of you accountable? That's funny, that's really funny. It turns out they way overestimate the Democrats too. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR, so those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.